Hi, and welcome to another special episode of VMM Diaries. I'm here with my esteemed colleague.
Every day the props just get bigger and better. I love that.
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna hurry things up today, and there's something that's been on my mind. I don't know if any of you follow our newsletter. I'm going to put it out there. If you don't, please go to our website and sign up for our newsletters, because every month I send out a newsletter that, speaks to what we're doing with VMM, what to expect, or what we did in the previous months. And also I inject my little, experiences and what I'm going through, or, my challenges, my struggles, little bits, so that you can get a feel that it's not, I don't want to put anything out there that is so perfect. There's nothing like perfection. We're all creatives and we all struggle differently, and we all have these little things that keep us as setbacks. And April was one of my toughest months. Not just only because I had my little one off for 2+ weeks, which was
Trying to get work done.
But the scheduling with all of that, being a mom, it's been hard for me. I'm still trying to figure out everything with motherhood and being a wife and being a businesswoman and being a creative, like juggling all of it. So it threw me off completely. So April was like one of my worst months. So I've talked about that in my newsletter, which ties us into the topic that we want to talk about today: procrastination. And I suffer with it badly. Oh God, my friend Bookie would tell you. Bookie is like my sergeant, like this police officer that always keeps me in check. And I really love that, and I pray and I hope that you creative, this is one thing I'll say, that find people around you who help you grow. Like, you have your weaknesses, but there's someone there who would urge you on and push you and talk to you in a way that you would, have a think, and they're not putting you down, they're not disrespecting you, but they understand the struggle, but they're like a positive push. Like, we all need that one person in our lives, in our creative journeys. Forget the personal. It's all about this creative journey, because it gets lonely, it gets difficult, it gets very, very challenging. So yes, procrastination is this is what we're talking about. We might talk more on this topic, for next week and the week after, because it doesn't, 10 minutes is, for me, I feel like it's not enough. And let me give a huge thank you to one of our audience who sent me a beautiful little email and said she wishes that we could do a podcast. Yes, it's something we've been toying with and thinking about, and like football, just kicking it about in the air and saying, oh, should we add to the noise? But again we would, it's in the air. It's out there. We're thinking about it, because 10 minutes is just not enough to share so much. But there's so much coming.
What you think? Would you prefer a podcast, or would you like to hear us do a podcast? If that's something people are interested in,
we're planning so much, even to enlarge, like take this bigger, maybe even move this VMM Diaries completely off of Insta stories, or like this Instagram platform, IGTV platform, because we have so much to talk about and people want to hear more. So we might be looking to move this away. So we will let you know. But let's head on to today's topic.
Procrastination.
So, yes.
I mean, the last time we spoke, we were talking about people like not showcasing their talent enough on things like Instagram and stuff. People will message you and say, oh, I'm a photographer, I'm a designer. And you go on their page and you're not seeing the work.
Yes.
And we were saying it might be the case of they have every intention of posting it. Like, social media itself is a lot of work. It is a lot of upkeep. It's a lot of consistency.
Emotionally draining as well.
So
it's a lot. It's not just about posting. I mean, there's some people that just post and post and post.
But they don't have anything else to do all day. So
but
I think it's
just,
again, that conversation wasn't to browbeat anyone.
No, and I must say, I was very, very loud about it. I want you to know that I'm a very passionate person. I'm when I'm talking and I'm not screaming or shouting per se, but my passion comes through. I don't want you to think that I'm angry with anyone or, I'm being pompous about anything. No. If those who know me know that my passion, I wear my passion on my sleeves, on my heart. It's just like an extension of me. I'm very, very passionate about the work that we do, and I'm passionate about other people's creativity. So I hate to see people not putting in 110%. I absolutely hate it. So if you hear me talking, I don't know what word to use. I don't want to use aggressive because I'm not aggressive that way, but I'm just really passionate. That's the word I'm going to go with.
Yeah, I mean, I think procrastination has a lot to do with why some of these people maybe haven't maybe necessarily done the work or showcased the work or put their best foot forward. So how do you, with, like you said, balancing motherhood, balancing being a wife and having 100 other things to do, I'm sure you have days where I really just don't feel like.
And that was April. That was April for me. And
putting things off to last minute and stuff like that. How do you navigate through that?
Let me be very honest. I'm going to be brutally honest here. And I don't care if my weaknesses show. I really don't care, because it's just the honest truth about. We're going to carry on. This video is going to run into a part 2. So if we stop, part 1, look out for part 2, because there's so much still to talk about. But again, let's step back. How does procrastination come into play? For me, one of my biggest things, and I have touched on this in the very beginning, fear. Now, fear has it's just like this sublime, like this hidden thing. It's not out there that you're terrified, but underneath,
it's just
doubt, fear. I have these huge ideas. I share my ideas with Bookie. It could be sending an email to a big, like a well-known creative photographer, artist, designer, like really out there celebrity, and I'm just like really excited about it. Like the ideas flow and it's really impactful, and all of a sudden, if I don't do it immediately, as soon as I think about it, if I don't do it, and I give myself that space to overthink, and I'm very good at overthinking. I'm one of my worst overthinking. I'm my worst critic. I don't wait for anyone to critique me. I overcritique myself. As soon as I give
talking to Steph
a little space to think, even just a hint, immediately I start doubting myself. Like, what makes you think that you can approach this person? What makes you think you're good enough? What makes you look? Your platform doesn't even have 10,000 followers. You post an image, you don't even get 100 likes. Like, girl, stop it. Just leave it. And I just have all these negative things flowing in my mind, and I just end up just being like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow is a week, and a week is 2 weeks, and 2 weeks is 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, and I'm just like, make the mistake of saying to Bookie, this is my idea, and she's just like, wait, what? Have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it? And I'm just like, I haven't done it. I haven't done it. I haven't done it. I haven't done it.
Then I get to shout.
And then she gets to shouting, and she gets frustrated with me, and I'm just like, you know what? She's right. Just do it. And the funny thing is, as soon as I do it,
get is a no.
Yeah. As soon as I do it, I sometimes get 80% of the time I get really good response and really good feedback. So again, I think procrastination for me comes from where I overthink things, and then doubt kicks in, and then fear, and then I'm just like, oh God, I'll do it.
I think it all goes back to what we've said in earlier videos, and not being afraid of the word no.
No, exactly.
The worst you're ever gonna get is a no.
Yes.
Nobody's coming to fight you. No one's coming to attack you. No one's coming to tell you that you ain't shit. And
but your mind is gonna tell you all of these things.
And that's it. It's just silencing that inner voice of negativity and doubt and fear. The worst you will ever get is a no, sorry, I can't help, or no, sorry, not at this time. Yeah. And that's okay. Sometimes, it's just timing is not on your side. It's not your season yet. You move forward. There's other things that you can, you know, put your time and energy into.
Absolutely.
So, you know, don't be afraid to hear no. Ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. Closed mouth don't get fed. I can go on and on and on. So, you know, just try. There's no harm in trying anything to get yourself out there. I mean, as long as it's not detrimental to yourself or your brand or whatever it is you're trying to do. And once you stand by your product, your talent, your whatever it is, once you know what you have is good, someone will eventually say yes. You just have to keep trying. You're not going to get yeses on the first go. You're not going to get everything you need the first time round. You try, and try again. Absolutely. Someone will eventually hear you, but I understand sometimes, you know, sometimes procrastination is just sheer laziness as well. It's just, I'm tired today and I can't be bothered. And sometimes that can snowball into days, weeks and months. It's like, shit, I was meant to send this email 2 months ago and I haven't done it. So it's just, you know, we all have the same 24 hours as Beyonce does. See what she accomplishes in a day. Yeah. And all these other people, all these other artists, all these big people, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Granted, we don't all have their money and teams. That's what I was about to say, yeah. Granted, but at the same time, you know, everyone has to start somewhere. Yeah.
That is basically it. And if you're struggling from procrastination, all I'll say to you is, evaluate, think about what you're doing, think about how important it is, and think about the time frame, and just don't, fear is going to be there, but just do it afraid anyway. If it's really important to you and to your work and whatever it is that you want to accomplish, just push past whatever it is. So we're going to leave you with this, and we're going to hope that you enjoy it, and it, you know, helps you to build past your fear and your, you know, inhibitions about whatever it is. So yeah, hope you have a good one, and we're gonna see you on our next episode. Bye.